Hello, I'm here at Point Pleasant Park in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and as you can probably see, it is winter here. It's January. This park has edible and medicinal plants available to us year-round, and in the winter we're looking for the evergreens, some of which can be found at our feet, and then we have many evergreen trees. So today we're going to learn about pine and spruce, both abundant trees here in Nova Scotia. These trees share many compounds in common, including acids, resins, essential oils, anti-inflammatory compounds. So they all have similar benefits to us. So I'll start with the pine. So this is white pine, and typically here in Nova Scotia, white pine grow to be quite tall and majestic. This is a young one, and you'll know the white pine because at the stem they will have 5 long slender needles growing together from a single point. So that's how you know the white pine from some of the other pine here. And I mentioned acids, ascorbic acid. Pine is very high in ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. And you can extract this by steeping it in apple cider vinegar for a few weeks. And it'll not only extract the vitamin C, but many other minerals and medicinal compounds. Pine is one of my favorites for the urinary system. It's a diuretic, so it increases flow of urine and would be helpful in cases of uric acid buildup, gout, and bladder infection. It has anti-infective properties for the bladder, also for the respiratory system and the sinuses. Much like its neighbor over here, so next to it we have a small spruce tree, another evergreen common in Nova Scotia. And this tree, as you can see, the needles are much smaller and they are rollable in the fingers, so you can detect the squarish rollable quality of spruce. And spruce is probably my favorite winter remedy for the sinuses. So it's very good to clear sinus congestion and inflammation, whether that's from a cold or a flu, from allergies, or from a simple sinus infection. And a herbal steam is a great way to make use of it for that purpose. You simply simmer the spruce tips in some water, put a towel over the head, and inhale those fumes deep up into the sinuses and also into the lungs if you have a lower respiratory infection. And within minutes, you'll have relief and breathe much better. Both of these would make a good herbal tea for the respiratory system, and also a bath. During the winter when we're chilly to the bone and maybe our spirits are a little low, both of these have an aroma that's really uplifting to the senses and awakening, so just to help lift us out of maybe the winter blues. And for that you'd make a very strong, about 1.5 liters of tea, using a couple handfuls of each, simmered in the water for about 15 minutes and then added to the bath. And for making a cup of tea for internal use, you just simply need a little bit, like 1 small length of either of the stems in a single cup of tea. Simmered for about 10 minutes will do it, and then 1/2 to 1 cup of tea a day is sufficient. They're both quite strong. So while you're out enjoying your winter walks, be on the lookout for these, take a few along the way, and enjoy them at home. Be well. Thank you.